Alright, let's be real for a second. Have you noticed something really ironic with all these protests and rallies happening right now? People all of a sudden are fired up about executive overreach, government abuse, and all this no kings rally stuff. But only because it's Donald Trump involved. Where was that same energy when Obama was dropping drones on American citizens without trials? That's right, targeting American citizens overseas, authorized by executive orders, with no due process. That's some serious overreach. But did we see those mass protests back then? No, people mostly accepted it quietly, and some even cheered it on. What about Obama's record on immigration? He deported over 3 million people, more than any other president before him, yet no huge rallies then. Where were all the chants saying no more deportations? Instead, his policies were largely accepted as tough but necessary. Or if you look back to George W. Bush, who authorized the Patriot Act and expanded warrantless wiretapping, massively increasing government surveillance on American citizens. That was a huge power grab, arguably bending the Constitution to its limits. But the public outcry? It was limited at best. Protests were nowhere near the scale we see today. Even Bill Clinton used executive action to expand surveillance and control over immigration. But you don't hear any mass protests over Clinton's overreach like we do now. And here's the kicker. A lot of these protest groups today are funded by billionaires like George Soros, yet they're out there holding signs saying no more billionaires. Seriously? You want to take down billionaires? You're being bankrolled by one. And don't get me started about economic hardship. It's not just corporate greed, stealing from the little guy. A lot of this pain comes directly from government policies, tariffs that nobody talks about anymore, regulations that crush small businesses running on razor-thin margins. If we really cared about the little guy, we'd be protesting government policies, not just the personalities. The only outrage seems to be the one who's doing it, not about what is actually being done. Trump's loud, bombastic style shines a spotlight on this problem that has been simmering for years, but it doesn't mean he created those problems. He just doesn't care if you like it or not, so it feels louder. And I have a personal rule I think some of these protesters should adopt. Whenever there's executive overreach of any president, if people are only protesting when it's Trump, then I know it's not about principle. It's about politics. When the next administration is in and Trump officials are getting indicted, I guarantee you the same protesters will be cheering. No different, just a different team. Look, if you want real change, real accountability, real democracy, we have to be consistent. We have to care about the system, not just the players on the field. We have to call out hypocrisy wherever it shows up, no matter who's benefiting from it. Because if we don't, we're just stuck in the same cycle. Outrage for ratings, protests for politics, and the system keeps spinning without any real progress. And honestly, I'm tired of that.